Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel yet again. Globbs is in his M46 Patton, and he's platooned up with Nick is God and Die95. Now, Nick is God's a good friend of mine. I know him personally. Play airsoft with him on a regular basis at weekends and things. His dad owns the club, the airsoft club, so that's all good. We're on Himmelsdorf, Winter Himmelsdorf. It's an encounter game, and we're in a medium platoon. I class the IS-8 as a medium because it's quick and all that kind of stuff. It is a heavy tank, but myself and Nick are mediums. And we're top tier. Now, we had a fantastic afternoons of games for a couple of hours with these two. We basically couldn't put a foot wrong. Whatever we seemed to do worked. We had a few howling games and KV2s and things where we just got our asses handed to us. But for the most part, we had some really, really good games. And this was one of them. I've documented before in my channel that I really could not, at the start, get on with this tank. But I seem to have found my niche with it. At the start of it, I don't know, it was probably me playing it wrong. You have the 90mm gun from the Pershing, and to be honest with everything, until you get the 105, this tank's a pile of whack. It really is a pile of dog shit. But when you get this 105, of which this didn't manage to get a shot on him. I was going to get that T25 too, the good news here. So what we decided to do, I know there's some good, not hull down, but good areas around here where you could use a gun depression. So hoping to get a few shots off on these scouts to start with. If you can get up here quickly and put a few shots in, that'd be good if you can ever do that. Because you can dominate that lower area from up here if you know what you're doing. So I'm going to have a look around this corner, see what there is. There's an IS-8 there. So basically what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to rush around. Now previously I would have rushed around there. I had a bit of a look-see to see where his turret was pointing. And I basically then say to Nick over chat, look Nick, I need your armour, bro. You're in an E50. I need your armour to go first because I haven't got any. And let's have a bit of a look and see what we can do to this IS-8. He's got an IS friend as well, but we can deal with him. Nick goes around the corner, takes one in the side. Goes a little bit too far around the corner, but not a big deal. I take a shot from the IS, but our reloads are going to beat these two. So we're going to push around a little bit more, see what we can do. Oh, and Nick takes a massive hit. Now artillery, from there, I was wondering where the hell is artillery. He's there. And we start taking shots from those pesky T-71s down the bottom. Now, managed to plant a nice shot into that T-71 there that unfortunately didn't kill him. RNG was against me there. And we decided that we can't keep taking 6 shots every 12 seconds from that T-71 in our sides. We have to back off. And hopefully bait these guys around the corner. Now, I donked the shot on the 5100. But Nick doesn't. Nick shoots him. Now, it makes him a one-shot for me, and unfortunately, a bit of a lag spike there. We experienced a few of those yesterday. But those scouts are still down there. I was a bit reluctant to go around this corner, but Nick's starting to put fire down into them. The scout's not interested anymore. So what can we do around here? We've got an IS. Now, we completely outclassed this guy. This guy just doesn't even know how screwed he is yet. We completely outclassed him in tanks, but he manages to take Nick out, which... That was a little bit to do with Nick's positioning. If you look where Nick is now, he's come out sideways on, which is something I think he's going to have to work on because you just can't do that. You've got to come out angled. But that's not a massive issue at this stage. But what it has done, it's left me with perfect opportunities. The IS doesn't want a part of me because basically he's a one-shot, so he's backing off and playing very, very protective. And I'm just having my way with this T-34. Now, unfortunately, I managed to shoot a bench. There's a massive, great 50-odd ton tank sat there with its turret nice to the side of you, and you managed to shoot a bench. Nice one. Now, I managed to bounce a shot there from a T-34 on my turret front. Yeah, this turret is, I wouldn't say incredibly bouncy, but it can save you. You can get the occasional bounce from it. So that's all good. GW Panther splats artillery across the map, and this IS, big mistakes on you, dodging the shot. But I decided to take the shot at the T-34 instead, because the T-34 on paper is actually a more dangerous threat than an IS. Now he bounced again. The IS bounced again. He's only got 175mm of penetration. Where's he shooting me? Oh, in the hull. Check that out. Upper glacis. Upper glacis of the Patton. That was a bit of RNG for me. Happy days, but I was reasonably well angled. Managed to get round the corner now and take out the T-30. Now, situational awareness then. We've basically lost the downstairs bit. We've taken the hill, we've rinsed them up on the hill, and our team's quite spread out. We've got an IS versus a T-32, a T-95's backed into a corner. We're looking pretty good. But anyway, the trick is, people have asked me many, many times before, how do you increase your efficiency? Well, my efficiency isn't fantastic. Yeah, my own efficiency, my WN8 rating is only 1534. It's not fantastic. I think it's above average in the rating. Win rate's 57, 7k games played. Well, the way to increase your efficiency, in my opinion, is never ever just settle with winning. What you've got to do is you've got to try and do as much damage as you possibly can in every game that you play. Do as much damage, get as many kills, you know, do as much as you can to aid your team. If you keep doing that and you do it well, and obviously doing it well comes with experience, do it well, your efficiency will go up. And there is no easy way of doing it. I mean, as you get further up in the tanks and everything, yeah, you can get tanks that do more damage. They punch above their weight, and you can get more damage per round. For example, ISU 152. Oh dear, T95. Oh, I hope he's fired. I'm going to come across him anyway. And how do you kill a T95? Well, you get round the back of him. So I'm going to go shoot him through the window. T95 managed to take out the 5100, and there's the engine deck of a T95. Yeah, so just try and do as much damage as you can. At the moment, I could have just quite happily sat on the hill, came down the back and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't. I actually went actively hunting for these guys. I managed to get 3 shots into that T95 before he died, which took me from 3,000 damage to 380 to 3,000. That's 300 damage. So 3,000 damage to 3,829. So that's a little bump up in efficiency, you know, because I'm doing more damage than I'm receiving. If that makes sense, I'm being more of a help to the team. If the team has a health pool, if the enemy team has a health pool of 10,000, and you manage to do 4,000 of it, your efficiency is going to be a lot higher. Yes, that's my only real tip on that one. So just keep doing as much damage as you physically can for as long as you can. We've still got a pesky T71 to find, and if he's got any sense, he's scurrying away, trying to get as far away from us as he can. And we've got a Conqueror. Now, I've no idea, as a top tier heavy, why this Conqueror's down here, but he's a red player. 17,000 games, 120 efficiency, and 83 win ratio. Oh, T71. Now, I didn't see him. He was camouflaged. I thought he was on the other side of the building, and I donked my shot. But I need to get my body between him. Keep it angled. Keep it angled. Let him take a shot. Aim. Dispatch him. And I've now got the arse end of a Conqueror whose gun's not even pointing at me. So I take a shot into his engine deck, reverse away. Don't give him an opportunity to shoot me. He fired. The shot into engine bay. Took his track off. Now there's another tip for efficiency. A track shot. Because I get the experience from the GW Panther and that other tank shooting him as well. Yeah, so there's another tip for getting more efficiency. So, let's have a look at the post-game stats on that one then. And here we have the post-game stats then. Not a bad victory to get on your ×5. Managed to get me 9,980 experience. Okay, which is a good chunk of experience towards the tier 10 Patton, which I will be buying. And 69,000 credits. Not a bad effort. Got me a mastery badge. Now, one thing I've noticed lately, you now, for every battle you play, you get your mastery badges detailed on the victory screen or the post-game stat screen. What you used to get, if you had a Class 1 mastery badge, you would only then see when you got your Ace Tanker mastery badge. Now it seems to put them up for every single game, which is a good feature, but it is slightly annoying from what I used to say about I want to see mastery badge games. But yeah, any mastery badge game is worth watching. Did a number of hits to many people, 9 people I managed to shoot. Had some spotting damage versus the SU 14-1. Spotted the IS-8. Yeah, that's just out of interest. What damage did I do to that T-34? Oh, only 3 points critical damage, so I must have screwed him up. I think I would have damaged his engine, possibly his ammo rack, maybe his fuel tank from the shot in the side there. It's all good. Team score, easily more than anyone on the enemy team. Special mention in this game to the GW Panther. It's not very often you see a GW Panther that high on the list. Second in damage. That's a good effort from an artillery piece, especially on frickin' Himmelsdorf. So all you whingers and whiners that mention about Himmelsdorf saying, oh, fucking I'm on Himmelsdorf, I'm in an artillery piece. Yeah, here's proof. You can do it, look. Yeah, so big shout out to that guy. 934 base experience. Okay, so detailed report, not really much to shout home about here. It's quite an efficient tank to run, this one. However, it's expensive to fix. I only took like 3 hits and it costs like 3,000 credits a hit if you get shot. So you can struggle to make a profit on this tank if you start getting battered and bruised. But if you play it intelligently, you can do really well in it. And I think that's one thing I'm having to start to do. Once you get to tier 9, tier 10 games, all those big dangerous guns, you've got to behave yourself. So the Globbs has got to start behaving himself when he's playing his tier 9 mediums. So anyway, right, I shall see you all next time, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.